individual differences under module 4. So, individual difference is, you probably hear someone say, everyone is unique, showing some really type page. And one cannot ignore the truth. In particular, learning the teacher talks about consider individual differences among students and planning for effective instruction. Yes, diba? As we observe, we are all human beings, but we are unique in our own way. So may iba-iba talaga tayong approach, not only for our, example sa mga races natin, religions, and paano tayo makaka-focus sa pag-aaral natin. So yan yung individual differences na ma-observe natin within the classroom. So, sa individual differences, may mga factors na. First is, factors that brings about student diversity. First is, socio-economic status. The millionaire lifestyle differs from the 1 million incomes or lower income group. Ito yung parang economic or social status ng students sa classroom. For example, as you observe, may mga student kasi talaga na parang wealthy, yung mga student na yung may kaya talaga sa buhay. Then, second is yung mga middle class, kaya lang nila, kaya mag-provide ng mga parents, gano'n. And lastly, yung mga student na hindi talaga nila kaya sa buhay. For example, may disadvantage ito sa mga socio-economic status ng student. For example, yung students na medyo wealthy, example, may mga cellphone siya, laptop siya, kaya na mag-undergo ng mga topic, online class, mga topic na sinisen sa online. So, nakakaya na mag-English good. But this disadvantage is, isa mga student na hindi nila kaya mag-afford na mga gano'n. So, parang napupunta sila sa disadvantage sila sa something na hindi nila ma-reach out sa mga online classes. Example, di ba, almost naman, palagi lang sa suspend yung class. So, yung mga student na may kaya na may cellphone sila gano'n, nakakapasok sila sa mga online class, but yung mga student na walang phone, yung nag-struggle sila. So, then yung parang social naman. Thinking and learning style. Some of you learn better by seeing something, others by just learning while listening, and others by manipulating something. So, yung iba, as student sa classroom, iba-iba yung mga approach nyo sa pag-aaral. So, may mga student na magaling sila sa speech, gano'n. May debate, magaling sila. And may mga student din na more on time sila. Yes, you also observe na, uy, hindi siya makahimik na siya, but pagkat mo sa mga isang gano'n, matalas yung source ka na. Yan. As example sa, yung mga students na mas natututo sila, for example, sa listening. Like, parang nakaputo sila, mas madali nila makukuha yung mga informations na dinideliver ni teacher kasi yung strategy nila is more on hearing sila. Then meron yung mga student na kahit pinapakita nila, pero mas natututo sila gamit yung para sense of side nila. And may mga student din is manipulating sa akin. Ito yung mga student na kaya sabi ay, alas 2 ako mag-review kasi mas magaling ako. Alas 2 ako mag-review sa akin kasi nila mas easy yung utak ko rito. Yung parang namin-click mo yung utak ko na may specific type ka or strategy na magaling ka. So, next is specialities. In class, there may be MUAs, difficulties from language, comprehension, or hearing, etc. This is like special student with special needs like that. Kasi, example, yung mga student na hindi nakakahirinig ng maayos, yung mga student na they have difficulty in seeing something na kapag nasa likod na talaga. No? And comprehension, yung mga tao na parang example is nagsasalita sila, they feel like nabubulol sila rin. So, let's proceed in how student diversity enrich the learning environment. First is, student self-awareness is enhanced by diversity. So, first of all, diversity is, ito yung difference. Diversity is ako sa room. Well, our diversity. Difference ang mga ugali ng mga students, religions, races nila, and paano sila matuto yung parang approach sila sa pag-study nila, paano sila matututo, ano yung mga needs nila. Magkakaiba ito. So, student self-awareness is enhanced by diversity. Because also students who are others with diverse background experience also serve to help students focus on their awareness of themselves. So, when as students kasi, if nag-engage tayo sa ibang students, na example, ikaw, students ka na magaling ka sa impromptu, magaling ka sa recording, but when may nakilala ka na kaibigan mo na, uy, magaling siya sa mga test case ganun, and sa part na yun, nahihirapan ka. So, parang ginagadot mo yung nalilert, ano na to, parang mas natututo ka sa mga kanil, natatanong mo siya, paano yung ginagawa niya, ano yung mga strategy niya, parang mas matututo siya, ganun. Paano yung learning approach niya, para maging, galing mo, ganun. Hindi kasi kapag, kasi isang cycle tayo ng, for example, sa circle of friends na with a different approach of learning, different approach of religions, marami tayong natututunan dyan. Not only unity, respect, like, building up harmony within this classroom. Next is, student diversity contributes to cognitive development. The opportunity to gain access to the perspective of peers to learn from other students rather than instructor only with this measure. Important for promoting cognitive development. Ito yung, di ba, as a student, may nalala naman tayo kay teacher, di ba, may nakuha tayo information, but mostly, mas natutunan tayo by, like, brainstorming each other sa circle natin, di ba? Like, sharing information or ideas about the topic na pinag-uusapan natin. For example, today, di ba, I'm reporting. Then, kaya nagtatanong mo kasi sa isa-isa, unang yung mga understanding nyo about ano ba talaga yung student diversity, like that. Parang na-share kayo ng idea na parang binibigyan nyo ng own ideas nyo, like that. Para madagdag yung idea nyo, ganun. So, yan yung parang to improve yung here, cognitive, total. So, na-improve namin parang yung brainstorm na yun. Like, nagkakaroon sa student natin. Sa students, na mag-engage sila ganun. Not only na mag-engage yung utak ko, but before my unity between. So, next is student diversity prepares learners from the role of responsible members of society. So, next is student diversity prepares learners for their role as a responsible member of society. Susan Morris explained that diversity in classrooms helps students develop ability to see situations from different perspectives and value various backgrounds. Experience is important because in real life, people must work and deal with others who may think, believe, or act differently from them. So an example is this, in a class project, students from different cultural backgrounds group together to discuss environmental problem. One student may suggest planting trees or other might propose cycling programs, while other could focus on education campaign. By the listening combining these ideas, group or learners teamwork respect and understanding skills need to become responsible over my citizen. So this is more on planning. So as a student, we learn more sa mga ibang student na nag-engage sa mga ibang classmates natin. So we learn from them. And yung mga ideas nila is nag-gather na by forming like harmony or like unity between the ideas na sinishare natin sa isa't isa to make a good idea, to make a good decisions in the future or learning about, diba? Example, if nag-engage tayo sa iba't different religions, different beliefs, diba sometimes, natututunan natin yung mga beliefs nila, yung religions nila, and we gain na kapataw nito, nabibuild natin yung respect with each other, to make a good harmony in this classroom. Unity? Oo, unity. So, next is student diversity can promote harmony. So, when diversity is embraced in teaching, encourage unity accommodating among students despite their differences. Teacher can use student-centered learning and group activities, peer discussion, help students learn from each other and work together toward a common goal. So, isang classroom is building a good or respect, unity sa isang classroom without any conflict. Example, kasi more often kasi mga student is by group sila. And sometimes they debating or competing each other. So, but if na-build natin sa students yung good harmony sa isang classroom, we gather unity, respect, which is yun as a teacher, mas magagamit din yung student-centered na teaching, like activities, mga debate, gano'n na nag-help sa atin na mag-share ng information, gather ideas, gano'n mag-share. At para magkakaroon tayo, magagawa ng good ideas, na na parang brainstorming siya in a circle. So, that is the student diversity and rich environment. So, let's proceed to the some tips of students diversity. First is encourage learner. So, first is encourage learners to share their personal history and experience. So, when students talk about their background, family traditions, or life story, they learn that although everyone is different, they also share common experience. So, if yung mga students is open sila each other, na nag-share sila ng information about their backgrounds, gano'n, na example, sa mga religion, example, Muslim student, then Catholic student, if nag-share sila ng mga ideas na sa mga beliefs nila, yung mga ginagawa nila, as a student, na-open tayo, ay ganito pala sila, ay ganun pala yun, like ganun. And yun yung part na nag-build natin yung respect to each other. So, next is integrate learning experience and activities which can promote students multicultural and cross-cultural awareness. So, teacher can design lessons and projects that introduce students with different cultures, background to build understanding and respect. Ito naman yung para, diba, we came from different cultures, religions, beliefs. Ito yung parang i-English tayo ng teacher natin to share our, kasi yung mga beliefs natin, religions, and each other, para ma-open as a student, open tayo na, yun pala yung mga beliefs nila. So, sa ganung paraan, na-develop yung students, yung respect, and unity in each other, ganito pala ginagawa sa religion nila, ganito pala yung beliefs nila. At that same time, para maging open na ba yung mga students, kasi hindi na parang napupunta sa discriminations, kaya ganun. So, next is, aside from highlighting diversity, identity, patterns of unity, the transcend of group differences. So, diversity can also celebrate outside the classroom through school event or clubs that highlight different school and culture. For example, during Linggo ng Wika, students can wear traditional Filipino clothes and perform regional dances for Indigenous Peoples Week. That class can invite Indigenous people to talk about their custom and way of life. Para may specific na sineselebrate tayo to see the different cultures, religions, like event siya. Para walang wika or even diba meron mga tayo yung mga like ASEAN, gano'n. May yung mga example na what the unity and transcend to difference. So communicate high expectations to students from both groups. So interview help students to learn directly from the people of different races, language, or countries. Dito na yung parang nag-akwat ka ba? As a teacher, you build that expectation to your students, kahit ano man yung mga religion nila, na they someday, parang yung mga goals nila sa buhay, ma-achieve nila. So next is, we use value instruction methods to accommodate students' diversity learning. So instructional methods, ito yung pagsama ng mga, may students na di siya masyadong nakakatindi ng Tagalog. So sometimes, you need to consider that students, like ano yung needs niya. And yung mga students din na like hindi nakakakita sa malaki. Kasi may example sila na yung sa mata or yung hirap sila, nagabulol-bulol sila sa ila. As a student, you need to work for it na ma-solve mo yung problem and ma-provide mo yung needs ng student. So next is, very valid example of use illustrate concept in order to prove multiple contexts are relevant to students from diverse backgrounds. Next is, adapt to students' diverse background and learning style by allowing them personal choice and decision-making opportunities concerning what they will learn and how they will learn. So, as a teacher, hindi mo kailangan pinuforce yung student. Hindi, kailangan ganito ka. Kasi di ba example, hindi siya makaintindi ng language na Tagalog. Dapat hindi mo pala i-force yung student na, hindi, kailangan mo matuto ng gano'n. No, sometimes, as a teacher, we need to consider the teacher, sa students, ano yung mga needs nila, ano yung mga kailangan nila, and saan sila nahihirapan. And example, sa ganun paraan, example, mga student na tahimik, they learn by listening example, hindi sila talaga magaling sa mga reportings, but they are good at mga written ganun. So as a teacher, hindi natin kailangan i-force talaga student. Hindi, kailangan mo din mag-engage sa mga ganitong. Kasi sometimes kasi may mga boundaries din kasi yung mga student. As a teacher, we need to respect your boundaries. Na kung saan sila okay, dun lang sila. So, some student naman kaya natin ma-improve sila, pero meron talaga student na hindi talaga ang kaya. So, 8 is diverse your method of assessing and evaluating students. So you can accommodate student diversity only when you do with teaching, but also varying that you ask students to demonstrate learning. In addition to traditional papers, pencil tests, and written assignments, students can determine the learning by performance such as individual delivered oral report. Ito yung parang nakawis tayo sa kung saan yung student or saan siya, some aspect na magaling yung isang student. So next is purpose for small discussions group students from diverse background. You can form a group students with different learning styles, different cultures, background, etc. Ito na yung example, if yung student is magaling sa mga reporting, then yung isang student is magaling sa written. So as a teacher, we need to bring them as one to share some ideas, sharing of information sila or ideas. Parang form of unity lang din para sa decision making. That's all. Thank you.